Hello everyone, I am Maheshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of BSc Information Technology at Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Now I am going to explain my lecture video about operating system basics. An operating system is an interface between user program and hardware components. For each user program which should be executed inside the system, definitely which needs some hardware components. Before that we need some interface. That interface is nothing about a collection of software that helps to connect a user program with an appropriate resources. That is what we call it as a operating system. An OS is a system software that acts as an interface between user and the computer hardware. Various functionalities provided by OS. Without OS, we couldn't function, or we couldn't perform even a single task over the system. The key functions of OS, which includes resource management. It manages the CPU, memory, and input-output devices. These are all the basic resources which needed to process the user request. The basic thing as first one as resource management. Without any resource we couldn't process any requests, so for that we have to manage that resources properly, because we have a limited number of resources only. So we within that limited resources, we all the process would be get over that time. For that we need some proper management system, that is called resource management. File management. It is about organizing how the data storage and retrieval. Each and every task and performance or data which should be stored over some memory, which leads to access or retrieve the data promptly from the user. uh, this is what about file management. Process management, it is nothing about schedules and manages the execution of applications. We have a number of listed process, which can be processed by the processor. For that we have to maintain some execution process, that is called a process management. Security, it is another impact. It protects the data and resources from unauthorized users. User interface, which provides command line interface or GUI, that is about graphical user interface. So these are all the main key functions of an operating system. In OS, which can be various types, the user can be multiple types, designed for one user at a time. Example, Windows and Mac OS, where only one user can access an particular OS at a time. Multi-user OS, it supports multiple users simultaneously. For example, Linux and Unix OS, real-time OS, which provides immediate processing for critical tasks. Example, VWorks and RT Linux. Mobile OS, optimized mobile devices, Android and iOS. These are all the basic types of operating system which is used inside the system management. Components of an operating system. Inside an operating system, it has a lot of components. The first one is kernel, which is the core component of an operating system, which controls the operating system functionalities. Without kernel component, operating system couldn't function. The core of the OS that controls hardware, and OS handles the task like memory management and process control. User interface, it is another component of an OS. It has two factors: CLI, command line interface, and GUI, use graphical user interface. In command line interaction, the users can interact with the system with the help of command prompts like Linux and shell commands. Visual basic interaction is about Windows Explorer. GUI means in the form of graphical user interface. File system manages the data storage, organization, and access. Device drivers, which enables the communication between OS and hardware. Process management allocates the CPU time and resources to the applications. Importance and features of OS: act as a foundation for application software, optimizes the hardware utilization, provides security and ensures system stability. Future trends in OS: cloud-based OS, it's a lightweight system running on the cloud, that is example of Chrome OS. AI integration, smarter OS features like adaptive performance and user assistance. Cybersecurity enhancement, advanced encryption and threat detection mechanisms which can be overload preloaded inside operating system itself. IoT and embedded system, real-time OS for IoT devices and automation system. This kind of OS will be expected for the future purpose, and which helps to deal with a lot of future large number of data and large number of to solve a complex problem. Likewise, we can use this advanced level of OS in future. Thank you.